The top two candidates for mayor in Burlington will debate the issues in the Queen City tonight.
Democrat Joan Shannon and progressive Emma Mulvaney-Stanek were invited by the Lake Champlain Chamber of Commerce. It started at around 5:30 at Main Street Landing. Channel 3 political reporter Calvin Cutler is moderating that right now.
And our Catherine Huntley has been covering the race tonight. In her first of a series of reports, we're focusing on public safety specifically. And she joins us live now from Burlington. Catherine.
Undoubtedly, public safety is the #1 issue that candidates are addressing ahead of this year's town meeting day. The size of the police force, some feelings of lack of safety, and open drug use in the city are just few of the number of issues candidates will be addressing. New leadership is coming at a challenging time in Burlington's history, with an unprecedented drug crisis, persistent crime, and a transforming police department.
I think we have to really recognize there's a lot of complexities that go into the challenges facing Burlington and what is making us safe or not safe in our community.
Emma Mulvaney-Stanek wants to put a bigger focus on evidence-based strategies, like positioning police in hotspots for crime, creating a threat of being caught, in hopes of deterring bad behavior.
It is not a likely prison sentence or fine that's somewhere buried in state statute that will change people's behaviors.
Joan Shannon agrees that hotspot policing can work, but says BPD doesn't have the resources, something she says she can help with.
I am in the best position to recruit people for that job.
Both candidates agree that more officers, armed and unarmed, are needed at the Burlington Police Department. The city's cap is 87 officers, and the most recent data available shows there are 69. Mulvaney-Stanek says she wants to evaluate the ranks to see how resources are being used and be realistic about the hiring challenges police departments face across the region, saying bringing on more officers may be a challenge.
The city is facing a budget shortfall, and so we have to use public dollars and steward that in a responsible way.
Shannon says having 87 officers would be beneficial, helping to cut down on long shifts officers are assigned to. More help can help, but she says there is no silver bullet to the wide range of issues downtown.
I need to be open to listening to people who have a different viewpoint than I have, because I want solutions. I don't want it to be just my way or the highway. That's not what I'm looking for. But I want our community to be safe. I want our children walking to school to feel safe. And they don't today, so something has to change.
While the candidates largely agree on a need to address public safety, they differ on their approach on the drug crisis. We have shown you videos of needles scattered throughout the city near schools and playgrounds. Public consumption of drugs is apparent, but Mulvaney-Stanek believes that's a symptom of how toxic the drugs are, that people do not want to be alone in case of overdose.
So I do believe any of these people should be arrested who are doing unsafe behaviors repeatedly.
No. To be super clear, no, because jail is not treatment. Jail is when people get sent, if people get arrested for openly using drugs, what will happen is that we put them into a failed system that has a failed healthcare system within it.
Both candidates say overdose prevention centers could be a solution, giving people struggling with addiction a safe place to use off the streets. But Mulvaney-Stanek believes when it comes to enforcement, arresting people who are openly using could do more harm than good, something Shannon doesn't necessarily agree with.
Do you think we should be arresting people who are openly using drugs in downtown Burlington?
Yes, I think people should either have their stash taken or be arrested. That doesn't mean that they will be incarcerated, but we need to interrupt their day.
Now, later this week and until town meeting day, we'll be focusing on a number of other topics and issues facing Burlington. We also will be speaking with independents who have joined the race, Chris Hastley and William Emmons. That's all coming up before March 5th. Live in Burlington, Catherine Huntley, Channel 3 News.